Madame Polly related this vision that she had in her shop. It happened at 9 in the morning when she was about to open the shop. She said she saw Christ, and she said to herself, "Why, he has tears in his eyes." And she raised the palms of her hands to her face. For a few moments, and then the vision disappeared. But she looked through the shop window, and Mehera was passing on the opposite side of the street, with one of his Mandali on either side of him. His hair was tucked under a black, large, berry hat, and he was going about incognito in London at that time. Madame Polly had not met Mehera at this time, but she came in contact with some of his close disciples, Will Beckett and Mary Beckett, and she was a regular attender at their house at Seven Oaks for many years. I myself attended there, and we often used to hear from the Mandali and Baba's message that was sent, and hear it read to us by Will Beckett. At this time I was very restless, spreading Baba's message. I hadn't met him, but he wrote to Will Beckett saying he knew the work and how I was working on behalf of his cause. I'm one of those natures that feel Baba when far away from him. The paradox is that he is always with us. I mean physically. For some reason, some of us feel him, and we have more experiences, either this way or the other. Having felt the love of Mehera, I had one desire to spread his message. And since my background was in the Christian religion, I began to get an insight into the other 5 great religions of the world, and found that the founder was the same.
Yeah.
In 1952, Baba came to London. He stayed at the Hotel Rubens. I was one present to meet him. Now, there was a committee meeting going on the ground floor, and there were several Baba lovers there waiting to see him. Baba was engaged with the important people about the future of the committee, while the lovers were waiting in the lounge. At the same time, there was a garden party going on at Buckingham Palace, which is opposite the eastern entrance of the Hotel Rubens. The secretary came to me, and she said, in front of Baba, Baba was present, and myself, and the secretary, and she said, "I want you to wear this blue ribbons and for people coming so that you could direct them to Barbara. This took me by surprise because I always feel that where Barbara is, there is no need for any sort of show. However, Barbara saw that I was reluctant, and I caught his eye, and at that very moment it was conveyed to me, do it, but do it for me. And I did it, because I feel Barbara can convey truth. Whatever he wants, he can convey in a manner known only to himself. It can be experienced in infinite ways. On the first day, Barbara was dealing with the committee agenda for the future months. And for some reason, I'd written a paper which somehow went to Barbara, and he came to me. We were in a room, a bedroom upstairs, 3 of us. I remember Anne Powell, one of his greatest lovers, known as Welsh Anne, whom he called Welsh Anne, and Edmund Purdom, and there was another Barbara lover there. We sat on the bed. No, it was Edmund. Charles was on the committee at that time. Barbara came and he walked past the bed and he went to the window, and the guards, one of the foot guards band was playing, and Barbara snapped his fingers up to the tune of the band, and I wondered what that conveyed to him. But it was very significant, because everything that Barbara does has some infinite significance for the future and for the present. The paper that I was speaking about was given the heading Mehera, the Lord of Mercy, because when Barbara, in his younger days, in India, someone gave him a pamphlet, and on this pamphlet it spoke of the Buddha when he would come again as the Maitreya, which means the Lord of Mercy. And this was a reminder to Barbara, and he granted that concession, and that paper has been printed. Barbara said it was to be sent out over the earth to all his Barbara lovers at that time. Since then, the young people have asked for this paper in England, and they take it back to the United States, where the young people have not met Barbara, but they seem to feel something personal in this message of his. It is very personal and compassionate. The incredible 3 weeks that were spent with Barbara at Ahmednagar in 1955 or in 1954 should be mentioned, and I take this opportunity now. I feel it is most important for the future of humanity to know what happened at that time. During those 3 weeks, there were 17 members from the West, 3 from England. I am the only remaining one in England now. The others were from USA, Australia, Switzerland, and France, and Europe. At this time, Baba explained to us the meaning of his coming, the purpose of his coming. He explained the inner meaning of the great religions of the world. He took us to the prayer hall when he went through the prayers with his Mandali, his close disciples. All these prayers and all that happened is related in the Awakener of 1955, special edition. And Baba told us we were to come straight home, not to stay anywhere on the way, but to come straight home and tell everyone we met what we had heard and what we had seen, and make them feel as though they were present.